Welcome back to fly fishing on Rutland water. Today's fishing spot is halfway between New Zealand Point, which is just up there, and Sailing Club Bay, which is just down here to my left. Remember, if you like this video, please hit the like button, and then if you want to see more of my fishing adventures, please subscribe to the channel. There's been lots of reports of fish being caught here, and I have to thank Ash. I was fishing up at New Zealand Point and not really getting a lot, and then Ash came across and told me that he liked watching my videos, told me where he'd been catching some fish, and told me exactly which fly to use to catch them. So let's see if we can catch some fish. It's a beautiful morning. I fished for about 2 hours up at New Zealand Point, and I was really surprised not even get a take, because the conditions looked excellent. But it's one of these classic situations where you have to find the fish. They're not always where you would think they would be. I thought they would be moving past the drop-off to the deep water on the point, but that's not the case. They seem to be in this bay, because quite a few of the anglers have been catching in here. Ah, excellent. Now that was interesting, because I was inching the nymphs back that time. They seemed to want a bit of movement. So thanks to Ash for giving me the tip. Seems to be black dalbacks and Nemos seem to be doing the trick at the moment. Which interestingly is, they're flies that I've fished quite a lot, but I've been favouring buzzers recently and washing line, whereas this seems to be the nymphs are slightly under the surface and it's working. Not casting that far out, but there's a nice little bit of ripple out here, and just as I was bringing the fly back, that fish took very quickly. It was again quite far out, but just where the ripple is starting. Fish are not high up in the water like they had been. This one's quite, it may have taken the point fly, which is obviously, I had let that sink a little bit, so the fish are further down in the water. Although they're showing on the surface, they're a bit further down. I want to get this one on the reel. I made a bit of a mess of this. Normally I'm much better at getting them onto the reel fast. No, there we go. Aye, that's better. I much prefer playing fish on the reel. I don't have huge amounts of line then sitting that can get caught up. This is on the point, definitely on the point fly. Get the net round. Yeah, it's on the point fly, so the fish are obviously further down in the water. Or is it? It might be the first dropper. First dropper, yeah. It's still down in the water. And it's on one of those black dalbacks that I've just recently purchased. I don't normally favour black dalbacks. There we go. Just a stocky, and it's taken the dalback. In fact, it's come out in the net. It's not a bad little fish. Still got plenty of life in it. Just a stocky. It's a nice little fish, and we'll let it go back immediately. That fish swam around me and through my feet. So if you're watching this video, Ash, thank you. Now I was just inching that back. We did have some nice cloud cover which is gone. The sun keeps poking through every now and again, and when it does, it makes it difficult. The chap to the left of me seems to be in as well. Yes, he is. That's good. Excellent. So there must be fish all the way down this bank. When the wind veers round from the southwest, it's much better. That wind seems to be coming more from the north. I didn't think it was supposed to be coming from that direction today. I thought the wind was primarily coming from the south. But this feels like the wind has turned, and I didn't think that was forecast. That's right on the fish. That cast was exactly where that fish rose. So I'm going to bring it back nice and gently. See if we can tempt it into taking. There's quite a few fish. Oh. Damn it. I missed it. I'm going to throw that out again. That fish took. I know it's annoying when you do that, when you actually cast right to a rising fish and you miss it. Now, I'm a bit to the left of it there, but there's obviously fish in that area. You see, that time I was actually bringing the nymph back. I was inching it back quite gently, and the fish took as the fly was passing the fish. So they obviously do want some movement in the fly. That was another fish to the right of me, not that far out either. So there obviously are fish cruising in this area. That wind has definitely changed. And it's actually making the bay slightly easier to fish. That's number 2. Exactly the same tactics. Nymph fished slowly. Onto the reel. This one's got a bit of life in it. I do much prefer playing them on the reel. Okay, get the net in front. Again, deeper down, that second nymph that Ash gave me. Not ready to come in yet. This is another nice fish, because that one yesterday, the one I caught on Sunday felt a bit like this. Get it onto. It's not coming up. It's not a brown trout. I've not had a brown trout all season. Chief whiz. This one's got life. Definitely got a lot of life in it. This is the point where I'll say that if it comes off, it's going to go back anyway, which it is. But the lie is that if I say I'm going to be not upset if it comes off, because this is a nice fish and I want to get a good look at it. Just in case it's another one of those really nice overwintered fish. I don't know if I'm ever going to get this one in. It's a really bar, it's a bar of silver. Absolute bar of silver. Oh, it's come off. Oh, it's a shame I never got to see it, but that was good fun. So the fly is okay. The fly is undamaged. It must have just slipped at the last minute. Ah well, never mind, that was fun. It was going back anyway, so. I mean, that fish actually deserved to come off, as it actually gave a really good account of itself. That was fun. It's nice when you get a few, and again, I know what the tactics are. I know that I have to retrieve the nymph, not as a really slow figure of 8, but just with a little bit of action. The fish seem to like a little bit of movement in the nymph, and they're definitely further down in the water. I mean, those flies are probably fishing about between 6 and 10 feet down, because I've got 3 flies on with about 5 feet between each of them. So that would take it down to between 5 and 10 feet. This is fun. I love this nymph fishing. It's not quite washing line tactics, because obviously we're fishing further down in the water, but I do like it. Now, unfortunately, we've lost the cloud and we're fishing in bright sunshine, which I never like fishing in bright sunshine. I thought it was another take there. Going to get a bit of cloud cover now, which is fabulous. I'm actually trying to use less false casts, because I think I'm underutilising this rocket taper line. They all feel like they've been taken in quite a similar spot as well. It's almost at the point at which the water has some ripple on it, between the margin between the still water and where the wind is catching the surface. That seems to be the spot where the fish are sitting. Saw another one rising to my left there. The takes are fabulous, because they really are, you can feel them sucking it in and then rushing off. And then the flies catching as the fish turn and run. They're sucking the buzzer down, but because it doesn't have a barb on it, it's when the fish runs away and it's pulling the hook into the side of its mouth, into the scissors of the jaws. But there are a lot of fish here, so you've got to believe that they're going to take it. I think that might have just been another little tug there. Clattered down. That was a bad cast. Should do much better than that. When these wind directions change, it can really catch you when you're casting. Oh, another one. Did it take or did it come off? Damn it, it came off. Plenty of fish in here. You can catch them with a bad cast. That's going to be good. That was better. We're certainly getting plenty of action. I mean, that's been a bit of fish every other cast. That's got to be good. Oh, we go again. Same spot as well, exactly the same spot. So it's a fish fest this morning. I felt I was overdue a fish fest. That's one of the reasons I've been trying to go to different spots, because I've been catching fish but not huge amounts, and I just thought I had to be in a place where I needed to find a place where there were more fish, and this seems to be it today anyway. Is it on the same fly? Yeah, it's on the same fly. Yeah, that middle dropper again. The fly has come out in the net. Another nice fish. Is it overwintered? No, there's no... Oh yeah, tiny bit of silver in the tail here, so this one's been in for a little while. And like the last one, it's come out in the net. Get it back in the water. There it goes, excellent. This is the fly that's doing the damage. Anything above 1 is great because it means that you've done something right. You just haven't lucked on a fish. You've actually done something that reflects what the fish are really feeding on. Oh, that's a better cast. That's now nicely out into the ripple as well. Now, normally when I get into the ripple like that and we have a bit of cloud cover, I've been getting takes. In fact, I've been getting a bit of take every other cast, which is pretty good. Oh, that fish came right out of the water. There must be a lot of fish in this area. Now, I heard there was a lot of fish in and around Sailing Club Bay, which is just over there. So the fish must be moving around in this particular part of the reservoir. Here we go again. Oh, this is excellent. This is a fabulous, fabulous morning's fishing. Oh, that's a good line. There's fish all around me. This is tremendous. I wonder when I'll get a brown trout. Or if I'll get a brown trout. This one's clattering about a bit. Will I get it in really fast? It's on the same fly again. This is unbelievable. The important thing is I don't want to lose the... Oh, I've lost it. Ah, now have I lost the fly? I don't want to lose that fly. I only have that one fly. No, thankfully. Ooh. Oh, another one. Excellent. Now, let's see if we can get this one in. That was in bright sunshine as well. And this is on the top dropper. Might get this one in a bit faster. No, it's not the top dropper, it's the same dropper, it's that second fly. Fish are consistent in terms of where they are in the water. I'm going to try and get this one in. They're only stockies, but Ash, I guarantee if I ever need any maintenance work, I'll be coming to you. Right. And another one, nicely and safely in the net. Whoa! Not finished yet. Now, again, it's barbless hook, so this will come. Oh, it's already come out. Okay, so hook's come out in the net, which gives me an indication of how lightly hooked it was. There we go. Give the YouTube viewers a nice view of you swimming. Excellent. Off into the deeper water. Now that's surprising because that fish took in bright sunshine, which I didn't really expect. But it's fabulous because again, it means we're in the right spot, we've got the right tactics. It's really nice that I've met a few people on the bank now that have been watching the videos and who have actually said that they really enjoy them. And that, for me, is fabulous. I mean, obviously, I love making them, but when there's someone else that's watching them, that's appreciating them, it kind of makes the effort feel even more worthwhile. Because it takes a whole morning to do the fishing, and then usually about a day to do the editing. It takes me about an afternoon to find all the bits that I want, and then another afternoon to arrange the shots and the close-ups to make it more interesting to watch. So all of you that have come across and said you enjoy them, thank you so much, and the same for those of you that have posted appreciative comments. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Well, that's been a fabulous morning in this bay that I've never fished before. Remember, if you like this video, please hit the like button, and then if you want to see more of my fishy adventures, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.